Previously, our heroes escaped being held hostage by the treasonous Baron of Gaunt and his ally, Robin's brother, Darren. But poor Discordia is still unconscious after being beat by Darren to within an inch of her life. If only they had a cleric.
Raise your hand if you're rolled up in a rug right now. Yeah.
This is like a Bing Crosby sort of
The road to York.
The road to York.
Discordia burrito.
So,
Are we still close to Gaunt?
yes.
So are we still with the Legionnaires?
Quintus Attilius is still with you, and a dozen of his men. So I think so. So the scene is the four of you riding horses with Discordia rolled up in a rug, slumped over her horse.
Did you really leave her in the rug?
Well, as we were escaping, absolutely. We left her in the rug till we got her on the horse till we could get away a bit.
Well, I meant after you got her on the horse. You just left her in
But
So we
I think we lash her on,
Is
lash
she-
her onto the
is she-
horse.
is she asleep?
She's knocked out.
She's knocked out.
so you characters are having this conversation.
She's unconscious.
Why is she unconscious?
Fuck,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, why is she unconscious?
All I know is I show up in her room. She's passed on the floor. She's clutching her book. You know, that book she doesn't want to be parted with. There's a guttering candle there. Look, it stinks in there like magic, I assume.
Is she drinking?
Stinks in there like magic. What's
Maybe
that?
potions. I don't know.
I don't know.
But, it
Well,
looked
let's
like
roll
she. Well, there was a star on the floor. It looked like she just completed some kind of
Star.
ritual magic.
Ooh, star on the floor.
Ritual magic. You know
jumping to
anything about that,
conclusions?
warrior?
No, he's a blacksmith. So, let's get her down.
Wait, stop. How far are we away from the fortress?
And so it's morning. The sun's up. You guys are tired. You
Is
didn't
this
get
like
a lot of sleep last
An hour
night.
or hour or so later?
But you're a couple 3 hours out. Let's
Oh,
say,
okay, good.
Let's say. I mean.
Let's get her off that horse.
And then at somebody, at some point, somebody's like, like you were like, what the hell's going on with Discordia back there on the carpet, right?
So how far is
At least you're
Quintus gone?
secure in that.
He told you that he would accompany you
All the way.
to the edge of Scathbairn.
Which is
That's the
The
barony.
yeah.
that,
How long will it take us to get there?
A couple days.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm going to untie her and get her off the horse. I'm going to unroll
Let's
her.
take a second to. Is there like a place to give the horses water or something?
And then I want to look at her and
We take her down and unroll this
roll her
burrito.
carefully.
Yeah, unroll the burrito.
Um,
Careful with the beans and the rice.
and what are we looking at? I guess.
Careful when you unroll her. I rolled her items in there with her, so some of her valuables might fall out if you're not.
Well, okay, we'll make sure. I'll make
We
sure.
don't want
they
her to
don't.
lose her valuables.
Okay,
I'll assess what her
Her
valuables
alchemical
are.
supplies
So you guys all
are in
climb
there.
off your horses
Yes.
to do
Yes,
this,
yes.
and it's kind of a little bit of a crowd scene. Antilius stays on his horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
that's right.
I just. Why?
Because he's like the honey badger.
So then we roll her out carefully.
Yeah, really carefully. And she is unconscious,
Yes.
clutching this book like with a dead man's
I told you.
grasp
Okay.
and other stuff that she has. There's got to be, we have to roll some random thing that you had missing, some beaker.
Yeah, like a
your-
tube of
your-
lipstick stuck to the side of your face. So I rolled you off to the.
How does she look physically, body?
Oh, she's worked. I mean, she looks.
Like she's
bad.
been
She
in
looks.
combat or
She has. Well, why don't you make a
Assessment.
yeah, I didn't do anything, but I figured I could still use my heal skills to
Yeah.
make sure she's okay.
Yeah, you can use non-magical. You
Yeah.
can
Is she
yourself.
breathing?
Yes, she's alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
Well, that's okay. She's not dead.
Shallowly,
Well,
though. She's
It's
not.
a shallow breathe. So let's do a roll. So it's a DC 10 to make a pretty basic assessment of her situation. You need to get your wisdom.
Shit, you suck.
When,
So you're a blacksmith. You're right. He's a blacksmith.
He's out of practice.
Why are we letting the
Thanks.
blacksmith look
I think
at
she's asleep.
I think she's alive. Yeah.
you think she's alive?
She's
Something's
dead.
not normal.
She's
Not
clearly
normal.
dead. CPR.
I'm going to search. I'm just going to search her around her and the stuff that's in it, and just see, try to assess,
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
an assessment of what's
Go ahead.
what's going on here.
I think a rogue should have comparable
I've
to a
got-
cleric. And
I'm keeping an eye on his hands.
But I'm
Yeah, let's make sure none
Stealing
of her
anything.
bowls end up in your pies.
That's a 7 and a 4 is 11.
Because they're on
11,
combat.
a DC 10 is what it says.
DC
Okay.
10, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay, I see what you're saying.
yes. She's got. She was cold cocked in the back of her head by a sap. A
Oh.
blunt. She was hit by a blunt object in the back of the head and knocked unconscious. You almost didn't see it. But
Yeah, a little mushy.
she is going to have one hell of a bump back here. She's
Hurts.
unconscious.
Her clothes.
And, you know, she's probably soiled herself, something like that. I mean,
She's in bad shape, I say. She's been hit from behind by a professional. Looks like.
Well, I'm gonna try to bind her wounds with with
Is there
my
fresh?
binding cloths and stuff like that.
yeah. Once you kind of see him
identifying, yeah.
pull back the hair and see that,
Yeah.
you can do a. So mechanically, is there something it says in there? Or?
Not really.
So is there water? Can we get to fresh water? Is there any fresh water in this area?
Yeah, you're coming out the mountains, so yes.
Well, then we should carry her to the water and
Yeah.
wash her hair and.
Yeah, let's
Clean her
we
up.
We should clean
I mean-
her up. I say she's a mess. We should clean her up.
I mean,
She shouldn't be traveling like this.
So take her to fresh water,
Fresh
Yeah.
water,
Wake her
edible.
up.
Bring
bring her around.
Yeah, bring her around.
can we bring her
slowly.
around?
We'll
Yeah.
try
Sure. Well, I think
with
that
water
seems
and
right.
first.
I think that seems like the right way. Wash her.
We wash her up.
Stick her head in.
No, we're
a
gentle.
cold mountain stream.
No, we're gentle.
Yeah, we're gentle. We get
Okay.
We'll get a cloth. We'll
cloth.
I'll take care of her.
So whose
Oh,
face
okay.
is she gonna see first?
Me.
Okay. Helmet off. So yeah, your last memory, I believe. Well, you had a harrowing night, but you actually ended on a good note, if I recall.
Mhm.
Curled up with a book,
Mormon
curling up Mormon safe after summoning the devil and putting it in this book and curling up with it. Okay.
Nice.
He's my friend.
So you wake up and you see Robin holding your head and cool fresh water hitting your face.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sunny day too.
Yeah, sunny morning.
Where are we? We have to get out. It's Darren. He's trying to take over the entire kingdom.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. We're away from the castle now.
How
Are you okay? What the hell happened?
I don't think I'm okay. He attacked me.
He attacked you?
He attacked me.
Did
I
he
don't-
hit you in the head?
Ah! She almost blacks out again.
Yeah, you got a really bad bump on the back of your head.
Yeah,
Good score.
yeah.
Did he hit you in the head?
Yeah, he hit me from
For why?
behind. Because I wouldn't help betray everybody. He wanted to kill you. He wants to kill the other brothers too. He's got plots lined up and allies, and he wants to kill the Duke.
Did he tell you this?
Yes. He wanted me to be on his side. I don't feel so good.
We built a litter. Right?
We give her something
That's
to
what I'm
drink.
trying to do.
Okay, sure.
Out of our clothes and
I'm
branches.
Well, we escaped in the middle of the night.
I'm kind of watching what she's doing with that book. I mean, she wakes up, and I'm just kind of watching what she's doing with it.
I think she's still absent-mindedly
Clutching it?
as if
Okay.
it were the most important thing in the world.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're thinking about the litter and all that stuff like that. Probably the most practical thing is to just put her seated upright in a horse, but
Okay.
tie her onto it in case she falls asleep.
Okay. Alright.
Just you know.
She'll be able to survive that. That's what I'm-
Yeah, it was riding on a horse would be more comfortable than being in a litter somehow. You guys
Okay.
are on horseback. I don't know
Yeah.
how you do a litter,
yeah,
right?
Okay.
Also, it's as bad as the bruise was. It is non-lethal
Lethal
damage. I
damage,
mean,
Okay.
she may not believe it, but she'll be fine.
Okay. Okay.
Well, in the meantime, I'll have a
sorta.
conversation with
When you
Quintus.
start belting fire, Quintus is like, I think that we should make this he comes over to
Quick.
you. I think we should make this a short break.
Okay.
Yes. 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 Agreed.
Is she gonna be all right?
I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we take off?
You guys take off.
Yeah.
Does that settle any conversations about
Well,
that?
I think-
Conversation, but
So
the next day I'm
okay.
taking off early in the morning. I gotta go take a dump. and and I'm going out
Royal dump.
and finally go. I'm in raw and say do it.
Right.
Do my thing.
Right.
And then when I come back, if it's still early morning,
Yeah.
I'm healing her.
All right. So okay. So the camp's kind of up. and breakfast is cooking. You know, smell bacon on the fire.
And
And,
does she have her own tent? I assume
And,
as a lady she does, or
yeah, a tent.
Yeah, I would think so. I'd
Okay,
have a little
you can have a
tent.
tent. Sure, I don't care.
I figured
You
We
got a
were
tent?
going on the
Figure
road.
the
We took
high-ups
our
do.
traveling
we
gear
just have a couple
and
blankets.
I don't-
And I think
Yeah.
she's I think she's still asleep. She's
She's
probably
asleep?
yeah.
Okay, I'll go. I'll knock.
What is that?
Lady,
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
No, go in. And then I'll wake her up.
So now okay, no, so you're gonna go into her tent. That seems
Sketchy.
not.
a little odd, right? I mean, did anybody like?
Yeah, well, I think it's odd.
Yeah, okay.
I like to watch things, and that seems strange to me.
Maybe she needs some new horseshoes.
These are shoes.
Okay. So I mean, people would notice you going. into
Okay,
the tent.
right, that's fine.
Okay.
Is she
So
sleeping?
yeah, you wake up and Poppins is coming into the tent.
I asked you, are you okay? Or how are you feeling today?
I don't. I think I'm a little better.
I'd like to try something on you to see if I can make you feel better, if you don't mind.
What? The blacksmith wants to try something that would make me feel better.
I'm not always a blacksmith, madams.
Well, when you're not a blacksmith, what might you be?
I know how to make people feel better, my lady.
Well, I would be more comfortable if Robin was in here
Oh, okay. Then I'll,
with us.
Okay.
Then.
No
if-
problem. She says, I
I'd like my brother to be
and
here.
I'll go and I'll knock on his tent.
Go get Robin.
Oh, I'm sure I'm up.
Yeah.
Would you mind joining me in her tent? She wants to talk to you.
Sure. What's up?
Oh, just come on.
Oh my God.
Watched him come out.
Please.
Sure.
It's a secret
So I
tent
picked-
revival.
I stick my head in there. Are you okay?
I am. Come in.
Okay.
Both of you.
What's going on?
I picture his tent. I remember,
I was tiny.
the tent's bulging, because the two big warriors have crawled inside on either side of Discordia. And it, of course, Hef and Alice are probably like, just coming into the shot, right?
Yeah, I was looking, what's going on?
He goes, I'm going to heal her, my lord.
Really?
Yes.
How you doing that?
I'll pull out my symbol of Ra.
Okay. So you pull that on.
I worship the god Ra.
But you
It's
would
against the law, you know.
Yeah. I know that. So what I'm telling you now, I hope you will not pass on to anyone else.
That you worship a dead god?
Oh, he's not dead.
Yeah, they are. They're all dead. Only
That's
Set's
what-
alive.
That's what Seth says, yes, but he's not.
Well, I've never met them, so I wouldn't know.
Yes, you have.
So what's going through your mind as you're hearing this discussion about gods and
Oh, I'm sure they exist, but God schmods, please. I have the power of gods. That's achievable for anyone with
So-
gifts such as
Keep
mine.
your voice
So
down. There's a bunch of
I don't
losers
have
outside.
I know, I'm trying to be quiet.
Fucking get it over
And
with.
the
Oh,
half
thank you.
Okay.
Oh, did we hear that? Did we actually hear that? Did we hear that?
Yeah, I go.
By the way, I crawl out of
what did you
the.
say?
I say in a halfling.
In a
What's a
halfling.
legionnaire? It's like, what a halfling.
I climb out of the tent. She's feeling much better this morning, and I walk over to have breakfast.
Wait, do you stick around for the money shot? He's going to cast a spell.
No,
No, okay. You don't wanna
I'm
see it.
trying to draw attention away from this. So I give all she's feeling much better this morning,
Right.
and go over to have a cup of coffee.
All right.
And I do it.
All right. So
I'm wrong. 9 and
Max,
it's a giant
you rolled
flash
an 8.
of
I rolled an
light
eight.
You
from
rolled
the
an 8.
okay.
Max.
Max this
Whoosh.
totally cures her.
Right.
You feeling
So-
better now?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
I've got the power.
No, he does.
No, he's got the power.
Yeah, you can see her. She starts to sit up straighter and it's just not, I mean, her marks are gone, her black eye.
Yeah.
Dude.
You have voice in your head. Ouch! Oh! Ooh, stay away from him. But you feel, you feel the goodness of light come into your body. Powerful,
You
magic.
get that from
Fuzzy
women
and
all the time?
safe.
So now,
The
you
goodness
feel,
of light going into the body?
That's what I say.
He does make them feel better.
so you definitely feel magic. I mean, you know you're a wizard. You
Mm-hmm.
sense magic when it is. But you sensed, a connection to a beautiful, healing spirit. And it's his spirit backed with a divine presence. And you just feel this magical healing. You feel better physically. There's a moment of emotional clarity that may not last long in your case, but you have a you have a touch with the divine there for a moment. Next up, Apophis reveals his secret, and Discordia keeps hers.